Good morning, happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, okay, I actually forgot what today was for a second. Happy Wednesday. I wanted to quickly pop in and update you on obviously my reading. I have nothing else to really update you on, I guess, but I made it to page 200 of Crescent City. I plan on continuing on with this today. I don't want to go out and jinx on how many pages I plan on reading. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's anything profound at the moment. I'm enjoying it like I enjoy her other books, but I'm definitely feeling like there's a shift. Usually with her other books, I'm enjoying it by 200 pages. I am enjoying this, but I'm enjoying it a lot less than her other work. Hopefully we can get some things happening this side instead of just gaming all day. Anyways, I will chat to you sometime soon. Good morning, happy Thursday. Well, I can't believe this week is almost over and I still haven't read anything. This morning, I just wanted to update you on what I've read yesterday. I didn't read a lot, but I did manage to get a little bit further into Crescent City. I mean finally, but also like, dude, I read up until page 300, which, you know, is quite a chunk. I read 100 pages yesterday. I plan on reading a bit more today. I have an exam tomorrow that spans over the weekend, so kind of want to get this done before then. Don't think it's really going to happen. My exam starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow, so I have from today until tomorrow, so maybe 24-hour readathon should be a thing right now. I'm liking it so far. I will say that my attention isn't entirely on the book because whilst it is quite interesting and it's got its moments, a lot of it just seems like a lot of fluff, like a random detailed information, but it's also like I don't really care. So like, I don't know, it's like one of those things where I don't really know I know what's going on, but I don't know if I really necessarily care about it. So I don't know. I plan on reading further today because I read 100 pages yesterday and I know it's manageable. I plan on getting halfway with this at least. So that is up until here. It's like a nice little chunk. Hello, happy Friday. Today's Friday, I almost forgot. I wanted to quickly update you on my reading. I haven't updated you since, I don't even think I updated you yesterday really, but I am on page 410 of Crescent City, which is just over halfway. I plan on reading a bit more of it this evening. I'm still kind of like okay about it. There's nothing like really incredible, but I think that's all about to change. There are obviously some moments. So this is the sticky tabs. There are some blues. The blues are very important. The purple is for scenes I like, the green for scenes that are funny, and the pinkish ones are for the romance scenes. So we're slowly getting to a little bit more of the romance sort of stuff at the moment. Other than that, it's been okay. It's been good. It is what it is. But this one, I'm not like head over heels in love with the book at the moment. Like I like Bryce, I like Hunt, I like their dynamic, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm not totally fangirling about it. I also finally received my fairyloot after weeks upon weeks of issues with DHL and everything. So I plan on getting a little bit further into this. I do want to kind of finish it this weekend. So I am just quickly popping in. Obviously it's Friday evening. I haven't worked necessarily too much on my exam at the moment, but that will be tomorrow's baby. Tonight I plan on reading a little bit more in Crescent City. I'm planning on getting at least 450 pages into it, like minimum. If I read more than that, I'll be happy. If I get to page 500 is kind of what the plan was in any case. That kind of spiraled a little bit when I started watching more of How I Met Your Mother. I'm almost done with season 7, so I'm kind of like, things are getting serious. I'm really excited to continue on with this. I would say my feelings aren't necessarily like, wow. I think the book is good. I don't think it's amazing, but I am halfway. Like, I'm enjoying what I'm reading. I just don't know if it's better than her other books at this point in time. So I'll keep you in the loop as my feelings change. So currently what my setup is looking like, I just wanna, Barney, can you move? A look of I don't give a shit. It is currently just after 12 and I've made some really great progress in Crescent City. I'm on page 505. I'm really impressed. I have obviously 300 pages left to read over the course of today and Sunday. At the moment I am going to head to bed now though. I really am liking it now. I'm still kind of like, it's nice. I almost cried, so that definitely boosted my feelings about this because I just got a little emotional about what just happened. If you guys know what happens on like the 500 page mark, you know how I feel right now. I'm emotional and it's just cute and I'm loving it. And yeah, I mean, like, that's what my sticky tabs are looking. I know you can't really see too much, but like there's quite a few. What can I say about this book that I haven't said before? I'm really liking the dynamic between Bryce and Hunt. I think that is such an important dynamic. I really like how the characters were written, although I will say that Sarah J. Maas has like this thing when it comes to two people who have the potential to be romantically interested in each other, who find this a commonness, like a common ground, and kind of work towards that. I mean, if you're looking at the Akatar series, the Throne of Glass series, even this, there is something that's similar between the two love interests that bind them a bit together, like bind them together, and it's kind of the base of their relationship. It's like their trauma and their torments and their problems and their fears and their insecurities kind of bring them together. And I think that in a way is talking about how even that it's not because of their perfections that they're together, but rather because of their imperfections. And I don't know, I really like that, so I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. Honestly, it would be great. I don't think I'll be in a reading slump after I finish this, just because of the way it's currently like going. I'm feeling like really motivated to keep reading, so hopefully we'll have like a really strong finish and get like a really good chunk of reading done this weekend once I'm done with my exam. Afternoon. It's actually afternoon. I was supposed to say morning, but good afternoon. Happy Saturday. I hope that you are doing well. I just wanted to kind of pop in and quickly do an update. I think I updated you actually perfectly last night to say, well, to the point where I was like, I am on page 500 of Crescent City. I am liking it a lot more. I got a little bit too emotional to where I am at the point where I am at the moment. I do plan on reading a bit more of it today. I would ideally like to read 200 pages today just to get to page 700, but I am planning on writing my exam, kind of hoping to finish it today so I don't have to stress about it tomorrow and Monday morning. That being said, I do want to get to page 600, so that's just this much. That way tomorrow I have 200 pages to read, which would be kind of easier because that way I won't have my exam, but we'll see. I do want to read this, finish this off. I do have a book to review for tomorrow, which I think is called What an Unremarkable Thing. I think I'll pop the cover over here of what it is, and then I also want to really pop in and unbox my fairyloot for you. I got the April box. It's been out for a while now. I had so many issues with it because of DHL, who is the importer, like who is the courier service or the parcel service, depending where you're from. And they basically were withholding the package from me because there was some information that wasn't cleared, and it was just like a whole mess. And it was streamlined once I filed a complaint, because at the end they were just hanging up on me, and I wasn't too impressed at that point. So I don't think I'm going to be ordering anything from overseas for a while. One, because I don't have the money to do so, and two, because it's just such a mess, and I don't want to have to constantly be phoning people, because that's not how I like to spend my days. But I figured I'd show you what's inside and kind of talk about how I would use the things and so on. So the first item that you get, obviously, with every box is the spoiler card. I absolutely love this month's theme. I love the art print for this, so I think I'm going to actually put it up on my wall, which I still haven't done. It was on my to-do list for last week. I haven't done my artwork thing, but this week, I really do want to get to it, because this is just so gorgeous and it looks so nice on my wall. Like, I just like plopped it on and I was like, damn, you look so cute. And I really love the spoiler cards. Beyond anything, I love the artwork, and Tarja does such an incredible job with this, and I think that keeping her on as like the official artist for fairyloot is such a good, like, it's amazing. One of the other things that we got inside is an enamel pin from That's Lovely Dear Shop. I love That's Lovely Dear Shop. They're from Australia. It's created by Chame, and I really like this. This is the memory vial that Dumbledore uses in Harry Potter. I know a lot of people are actually now refraining from using Harry Potter merch because of the whole issues with J.K. Rowling and her problematic history, and I think people were just like, this is a tipping point, so I'm with you. But this is still really well designed. I really like the way it looks, and I don't actually have a thing on, and I was so surprised to see this. Like, I don't have a place to pin my pins because I didn't have a lot, and then all of a sudden I was just accumulating quite a lot of them, and I didn't have something. And the next thing that I saw was just like so convenient, and included was a pin bag. That's what they called a pin banner. I'm just gonna leave it to like unroll for a while. It isn't necessarily like 10 out of 10 quality, because it is a lot more like canvas material, but it is quite nice. I'm thinking of putting it on my bookshelves that I film in front of usually, so I figured that would be a great idea. I really like this, as I said, and I think, and like, I'm going to use it. I have so many pins that I can now pin on this. So I think it's going to look really, really great, and I can showcase all my pins because I don't have anywhere else to put them. Another thing that was in the box, which I think is very, very useful and something that I use on a daily basis because when I go to uni, not that I do now, but when I used to go to uni, I used to use a tote bag for everything. I would just pop everything in. This is like the perfect size. It's quite huge. I would say it's along the lines of an A3 paper size, and it is inspired by Tesserin. The only critique I have of this, I actually picture the Tesserin colors to be a bit more bold in this, but other than that, I actually really, really love this. I mean, we obviously have a little bit of a haze, but I overall love the design. And the quote at the back is referring to the stag constellation in the sky, and it says, so they can look up at the sky no matter where they are and know Tesserin is forever with them. And I think this is either referenced in Throne of Glass, the first book, or in Crown of Midnight. One of the two. It's like in the beginning. I know it's in the beginning of the series. So I really love this, and I definitely will be making use of this quite a lot. As I said, it's like such a perfect size for everything. You can get a couple of books in there, you can do your shopping with it. I mean, it's great. The next item in here is this washi tape, which is inspired by Daughter of Smoke and Bone. It's a series that I haven't read yet, but I am intrigued enough to read it. It is on my shelf, but this is inspired by that series, which I really want to read because it sounds so interesting and so great. Now that I have washi tape, I'm someone who likes to collect washi tape, but not necessarily always use them. But I think I might be using this in July, so keep your eye out for that for my plan with me if you're interested to see if I use it. The next thing is these fairyloot designed sticky tabs. They just emoji, and then obviously every box we have the collectible tarot cards. These are also inspired by Throne of Glass. We have Dorian and Manon. I really like these. I don't have the entire set. I have 10 of the deck of 75, I think. So I definitely need to start collecting more of them. They come with every box. They are also sold on the fairyloot website, which I'll have linked down below for you to check out. And obviously it's the 5 and 6 of cups. I really like these designs. I believe they designed by Gabrielle, and I think she does an incredible job with both of these. Next thing is the collectible as well, secret box. It came in this really gorgeous. I like the designs they do on these boxes. I only have the first, I have the second and the third one now, but I don't know if I'm going to collect the first one. I haven't quite decided as of yet, but that looks like this. It is so freaking gorgeous. I really love it. I'm probably going to keep my tarot cards in this one, whereas in the other one I keep a lot of the loose fan art kind of stuff. I think these are really great. They also look really fantastic on your shelves, and they look really nice together as well. So that's why I'm like contemplating getting the first one. And obviously we're getting to the book now, and every month they include a bookmark with the, oh my goodness, has the like theme of the month printed on in like a smaller scale and also cut off. But I really like it because that way you can like constantly be reminded of the box. We also get our fairy scoop, which includes a interview with the author herself, and also the differences between the exclusive copy and the standard copy. So we also have the exclusive letter with some artwork on it. There's the letter, here's the artwork. And then the last thing is the book, which was Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I really like this design the most. I really like how it looks and everything. This also, the box this month included a reverse cover with fan art. Obviously we have blue and sprayed edges, and every month books are signed with a tip-in sheet, so you know you get a signed book. It's a bonus. This sounds so cool. I think I'm going to be reading this sooner rather than later, hopefully in July. We'll see how that all works out though. But overall I liked this box. I will say it's not necessarily my favorite from them, but they always have like high quality items. I mean, even with like the washi tape, I can feel the quality of it. It's thick. It's definitely not just some flimsy. The glue is gluey, you know. So I really like this box. I definitely don't think it's the best that they've had so far this year, but it's still a really great box. I highly suggest if you ever want to try the services, I would. Maybe not now, because as I said, the shipping was such an issue with me. But yeah, overall, I really like the box. I think it was money well spent because all of these items is something that I'll use. The only thing is like obviously the tarot cards is something that I need to invest in to actually get more of them, but that will come with time. And that's everything I have to say for now. Welcome back to the chronicles of me attempting to write my exams. You may have noticed that I haven't done that for the past like 2 days. I got it yesterday. Taking it, I've had it for more than 24 hours and I've just started. I don't actually know what length this is supposed to be. It's out of 50, so I don't think too long. I should actually look at our compendium that we got at the beginning of the year. It will probably tell me like how long it is expected to be, although is it the same? I'm hoping that this evening I can get at least some work done in the first question. I have done most of what I would want. I'm thinking like a page will be fine. I don't think that like there's an expectation of more than a page, which is great because I don't think I can write more than a page, especially on Moringa, because I hated this book. I never even finished reading it, but I will keep this to the day I die simply because I want to tell people that I managed to read some of it. My question, luckily, that I chose because there was 2 options, isn't too difficult. I feel like a lot of people are going to choose this option, so I mean, there's that bonus. I'm just basing everything off of what I know about him and then kind of just finding some evidence in certain sections of the book that I've read. I was so good at taking notes in the beginning. I mean, it was so good, and then I fell flat. I tried, okay? You don't understand how hard I tried with this book, and it just wasn't happening because the language was so freaking difficult. You just sat there and you were like, is this German? But anyway, so I'm making progress in this. Tomorrow I want to finish this off, and I also want to finish off the second question, which is on Die Mauer. Hopefully that will be a little bit easier. The questions are a little bit more, they're not difficult, but they're more difficult than the Marengo ones. I'm not going to be working for too much longer because I still want to read some of Crescent City tonight. I'm very curious. I know some people calculate how many pages they have to read a day in order to complete their TBRs. I was like, I'm intrigued. How many pages do I have to read in a day to complete all my TBR, keeping in mind that I haven't read a single one off of my TBR from my TBR video. I haven't read a single one. I've read 5 books so far, 5 or 6 books, but I have not read anything that was actually on my TBR list. So I did some quick calculations. I went and I looked at all the pages down to like the last page of the epilogue or whatever, because a lot of them have epilogues apparently. Altogether, they accumulate to 4,905 pages. This is what I do when I procrastinate, please note. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll include today, which is the 20th, as a day that I'll be reading, because I mean, I'm going to be reading pretty soon. So I was like, what? How many pages do I have to read a day in order to accomplish my goal? 491 people. 491 pages in order to complete all of the books on my TBR. So essentially, I would have to read a book a day to finish my TBR at this. Oh, I forgot a book even. I got more happy than not. Yeah, it's definitely like over 500 pages to complete my TBR. We're back with some bad lighting in my bedroom. I'm calling it a night. I didn't get too far, I would say, with my exam, but I'll be finishing that off tomorrow. But I wanted to take some time because it's like 11 o'clock right now and read some of Crescent City. Like, even if I just read 50 pages, I'll be happy with that. I just want to read some of it. I made some really good progress, I would say, in Crescent City. I'm 560 pages into this right now. I'm at the point where I'm actually enjoying the story. Kind of sad that it took it so long. I mean, like, I wasn't not enjoying it before, but now I'm actually enjoying the book, looking forward to reading more of it. We're definitely getting to the point where we're leading to the big moment, like the big scene. So far, there's been a lot of things, and let me just say I'm not impressed, but I'm also like, good morning, happy Sunday. So today is kind of the last day I want to be working on my German exam. I'm about to start the last question. I'm happy with the first one because I honestly don't know what else to say about the question, making it as it is. I'm about to start the last one, which I'm hoping won't take me too long. It's about quarter past 11. I might take a break and read the 40 pages to get to page 600 in Crescent City now quickly. I haven't quite decided, because at the moment I'm still unsure of what question I want to answer. They both seem to play on the same topic. I don't know which one's going to be better to use. Probably the first one, if I'm honest, because there's a lot more I can say. Hi, so I figured I'd quickly update you. It is 2 o'clock right now. I'm gonna go ahead and have lunch because I'm hungry. But I'm about halfway through with the second question, so I'm finishing that off pretty soon. And then after that, I'm going to jump into What an Unremarkable Thing, which is the book that I have a blog for today. So I have successfully submitted my exam. I'm going to be spending the next couple of hours reading What an Unremarkable Thing and also finishing off Crescent City. I'm hoping to read both of these this evening before the new week starts, because that way I can start up the week fresh, do something productive. So I do want to read both of these books. Crossing my fingers it works out that way, pans out that way, all the things. That is the plan. I'm currently just making some coffee. So I just realized I've just been making the same mistake a million times. The book that I'm reading is not an unremarkable thing. It is What Unbreakable Looks Like. I don't know how I got it in my brain, unremarkable, but it was stuck there apparently. But I'm about to head into that and read it. I'm currently 100 pages into What Unbreakable Looks Like, and so far the book is like quite heavy. It is very blunt, it is very straightforward, and it definitely doesn't beat around the bush. So I would definitely take heed of the trigger warnings that are mentioned before. I believe in the dedication it's mentioned, so I would definitely take heed because it's quite a heavy book. So the book follows Lex, who is a young girl who was trafficked by her mom's boyfriend and was basically raped by several people and like sold by her pimp, who her mother's boyfriend sold her to. It starts off with her being broken out of that, out of the trafficking, and sent to a facility, and from there moving in to what would become her home. We've met a couple of people who I think are going to be key. We haven't gotten to what actually happens in the synopsis yet. Like, we've had certain parts happen, but we haven't gotten to like the last little piece, and we are 100 pages into that right now. So I'm intrigued to see how this will continue. As I said, like, we're not at that point yet, but I definitely think that this is a very crazy book, very nerve-wracking, very like hard-hitting. So I wouldn't say I'm keen to continue, but I'm definitely intrigued to see how the story continues. Nice and cozy in bed right now because honestly things are getting a bit cold in the living room space. I don't actually know what to call it. It's just like the on the couch. It is getting so cold. I'm sitting in bed now. I just switched on the blanket because I have dinner and the 2 books that I'll be reading, which is, you know, fine. I'm currently halfway through with What Unbreakable looks like, and it's so hard hitting. I know I mentioned it before, but definitely be wary and keep an eye and like actually take note of the trigger warnings because they are so important for this book. This book is not easygoing. It's not sugar coated. It's not, you know, a fluffy contemporary at the end of the story. I'm not even there yet, but it's so hard hitting. It is so difficult to read. The story makes me uncomfortable because I'm like, oh my goodness, how can this happen? And it's rough. It's difficult. It's a difficult thing to read, but it's important because, you know, human trafficking makes up a lot of money in the world right now. This book is difficult to read. I'm gonna keep reading it because it's important, and I'm hoping to finish it up with it pretty soon. I wouldn't say it's a book that I'm enjoying because it isn't something you enjoy, but it's a book that's like really impactful. Hi, I'm back to say I have finished What Unbreakable looks like. I gave it 5 stars because honestly it's one of those stories that I think is very important, and I do have a review for this up on my blog if you're interested in checking it out. So right now I'm just taking a quick little break. I'm watching some YouTube videos, and then I'm gonna be jumping in to Crescent City, hopefully finishing it. As I mentioned, I have like 240 pages left to read of this. Will I read all tonight? Hopefully. I don't want to really not do it anymore. I mean, I want to wait until tomorrow to finish it, so I want to try and finish it this evening. I'm probably going to watch some YouTube videos until about 9 o'clock, and then thereafter I'll jump into this, and then hopefully I can finish it off before I go to bed. Or if, like, I don't want to say or if anything. It's gotta happen. I want to finish it. I've just finished Crescent City. I'm not gonna say anything in this vlog because honestly I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed right now. I just read so much stuff, and I need to sleep to get my thoughts in order, and obviously I have an exam tomorrow and all that jazz. If you got this far, thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my face, please subscribe, and I will see you in next week's reading vlog with my thoughts. I know that's kind of annoying, but I have nothing else. I'll see you in the next video.